Good day and welcome back to another video. So in this video, I thought I would talk about just my schedule, basically, and whether you should do YouTube, what it's like doing YouTube, and just some generic kind of questions. So a lot of the times, a lot of people say, "Hey, I want to do YouTube. I want to do Dokkan content. I want to do DBZ content. What kind of content should I do? How hard is it? You know, all those sort of things." Um, and quite frankly, first thing, just to talk about content, I think you should do whatever content you want to do, uh, but you need to do it in a way that makes you happy and that is also something you can do consistently. It also needs to still have some kind of added value. A lot of people will come online and they think that their personality is enough to sell the content. It's not true. If you put up 45 episodes of Ratchet and Clank 3 Let's Plays, that's just not going to work. It's not going to work at all. No one's going to enjoy the content. No one's going to want to watch the content. If you do 45 episodes of Ratchet and Clank speedruns, or maybe you do a 20-minute well-edited video about how Ratchet and Clank 3 was your first real experience of PlayStation gaming and how it got you into platforming, that is interesting content, and that's content that has added value. You are adding perceived value to that content. I try to add the content value by being instructional. Generally, I try to keep my titles from being misleading. I try to keep everything informative and concise. I try to make it so that I can assist people. If you were to watch one of my videos, you will learn how to do something, even if that's as simple as how to farm a certain free to play unit, whether it's as simple as playing a certain game mode or doing something free to play. There is some different content. Sometimes I upload streams to break certain cycles. Sometimes I'll upload Journey of a Noob, which is just me progressing through a game so that people can see how I process games and what kind of experience I have. And then usually I follow that up with reviews. But generally speaking, content on YouTube needs to come from yourself. And being consistent is also key. Even if it's one video a week, that's fine. If it's one video every 2 weeks, that's also fine. If it's one video every month, that's fine. But rather be consistent in quality and in uploads rather than sporadically uploading 100 videos and then dropping it next month and never uploading again. So look at my schedule. So obviously I upload 3 videos a day, generally speaking, all 9 times out of 10 Dokkan related, Legends related, mobile gaming related. It's generally because that's what fits best in my schedule. If I wanted to be, if I could say a YouTuber I'd like to be, I probably would like to be an MMO review YouTuber or an MMO playing YouTuber. It's not going to really happen. Being a YouTuber is not really going to happen for me, but it's an enjoyable hobby that I really like doing. And it's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it. Sometimes it's draining, but I enjoy doing it quite a lot. So yeah, it's more the experience than anything else. There's very little chance of me becoming the next big Dokkan YouTuber, and that is quite fine by me. So if we look at my schedule, just kind of run you through a day. I'll keep the weekend separate, but during the week, generally speaking, I wake up at 6 a.m., make my wife some coffee and breakfast. We'll have a chat. During this time, I generally just log into my games, iron some clothes, we watch the news together. Nothing too crazy. Generally, I get into work at about 7:30. Nowadays, I get in a bit later because of the damage from the floods. But usually, I would get in at 7:30, and between 7:30 and 8, I would generally record a voiceover for a video. Um, Whether that's just a short, brief video, maybe it's voiceover work for a longer video, whatever it is, I'd spend about 15 minutes doing voiceover and then 10 minutes kind of just tampering with stuff, editing a couple things, maybe trying to work on thumbnails. Then I work. I work my job. I am in finance. I work for a company. I'm financial manager for a company. Uh, and so I'll work till about 12 p.m. and then I have my lunch break. We have like a 40-minute lunch break. I would generally, during that 40-minute lunch break, either record something, usually an SBR run or something I know I can do within 10 to 15 minutes. I'll edit that run and create the background for that run, layer it up, usually finish the voice work on another video. If new content releases on a day, these two periods are where I'll quickly try and put together a campaign guide or an event guide or something like that, so that you guys have something to watch that's up to date and new. Then between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m., I continue to work. I finish work at 4:30, and then I drive home. Usually I get home, I exercise, whether that's doing gym or going for a walk with the dog and my wife. Generally speaking, that's what I do. Then 6 to 7, uh, generally speaking, I dedicate solely to my wife. We make dinner together, we watch a show together, don't go on the phones, we just kind of stay off. Then 7 to about 9, around 9:30, depending on the day, generally speaking, we chill together on the couch and I'll use this time to film videos, usually longer content, editing stuff, cutting stuff into smaller video clips to edit later, filming reviews, demonstrations, information, whatever I can. I try to build up like a backlog of clips because I have to batch voiceover. So generally, I build up a big backlog of clips all the time. And then, yeah, if it's Monday, Wednesday, Sunday, Friday, I go to bed with my wife. It's very important to go to bed together. So we do that. And that's that. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, between 8 to, well, between about 9:30, just after 9, till about 11, just after 11. Generally, I try to play some games, whether that's streaming games or whether that's just playing games with friends, just depends. If friends are available, I choose playing with friends over streaming all the time. This will also be sometimes where I work on other content, maybe grabbing footage for something else, trying something new, Vampire Survivors, for example, or anything like that, filming this video, for example. And then from around about just after 11 till just before 1, I basically just batch voice record. So I basically just sit and will have edited or prepared like 3 or 4 videos, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos, and I record nonstop from like 11:15, 11:30 till about sometimes 1 in the morning, and I just go. I just record. I pull up the information on my screen so that I can have all the information there. Generally speaking, I try to always voice record over rather than record live. It lets me bring up the info, make sure I have the correct information, check up on linking partners, check up on category information, and just make sure that I have the correct information so that when I'm talking to you, most of the time is filled with the info. I try to refrain from having dead time. Dead time being where I'm just kind of talking nonsense, but it does sometimes happen, which is fine because that's part of the content. But generally, I try to make sure that I have a good knowledge base, and I always keep the information there because even if you know something right off the top of your head, it's always good to just have the exact numbers so that people can know, or the exact methodology behind how something works. I very rarely try to give false information and or not false, but mistook information or mistaken information. And if I do, generally speaking, I will pin a comment that will correct it. Or if someone has corrected me, I'll pin and heart their comment to make sure that it is aware on the video. So that's on Tuesday, Thursdays. Thursdays I actually play D&D, so I don't have time then to play games, but I enjoy playing D&D with my friends. And then Saturday and on the weekends, I'll spend at least an hour and a half in the afternoons on both Saturday and Sunday. Usually, creating whatever content I can, voiceovers, editing work, etc. And yeah, through this system, I generally get through my 2 to 3 videos with a little bit of cheating by using some streams to fill out the third videos every now and then. But yeah, so I spend roughly anywhere between 17 to 19 hours. And I go to bed sometimes after 1 o'clock some mornings, which is not great, but it is what it is. And yeah, generally I take about 17 to 18 hours a week to produce my content, if not more. It's kind of the minimum. And yeah, uh, it's very organized, and I make it very organized so that I can stay on top of things. If I'm not organized, I'm not able to get out the kind of content I want. I like doing regular content. I like doing unit reviews. I like doing, event guides, but I also like the ad hoc content like this. I like discussions about the game, about new mechanics, and yeah, I think this allows me to do that. Like sometimes I just throw in a random video or a random review or random content, and I enjoy that. I think it's good. Like the free to play challenge, I get to start it and I get to keep it quite consistent because of this kind of schedule. Um, Legends content's obviously something new that I'm experimenting with, but same thing. I get to produce Legends content and it gets to be quite enjoyable. So for me, yeah, I really do enjoy making the content. I think it's quite fun, and yeah, just thought I'd share with you guys the process I do when making it. You know, how much time it takes, and just to give you guys kind of an indication of what you can maybe expect if you want to do Dokkan content. It's different for everyone. Some people are naturally just more gifted. There's plenty of YouTubers out there that are better than me at content creation. They're more personable than me. They're better personalities than me, and that's okay. Um, I just enjoy making the content. I enjoy making the consistent content, and yeah, just thought I'd share with you guys a bit about the process, and how long it takes, and yeah, just information about it. No, it's a bit of a weirder video, but I thought it's a cool time to post it since we're waiting for Golden Week. And yeah, just thought I'd share with you guys this time. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So until then, if you did enjoy this video, leave a like. If you have any queries about YouTube or anything like that, you can leave a comment, I'll reply. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.